Uh, Good day, everyone. This is the part two of uh, chapter 14, which is After the Storm. Uh, this is the continuation of the part one. Um, let's play to find out what happens and continue. Now playing as Marie. We stare at the empty horizon, searching desperately for any sign of life. I can't stand it anymore. We need to come up with a plan for getting off this island. Behind you, James finishes burning the fire from the night before in the sand. I was thinking the same thing. Great, let's start by searching the island for a boat or other people or a water. There's still a chance it crashed around here somewhere. We can repair it whatever's left. I'm going to go back up to the top of the mountain. I'll start bonfire there to create a smoke signal. Okay. Look for the boat is a good idea though. You should do it. We'll split up. James, we're supposed to be a team. We should be figuring out this together. Or, okay, I guess we'll get more accomplished by the way. First, you got frustrated with James. We're not going to accomplish anything if we're not on the same page. Besides, we split up, one of us could get hurt. Haven't you ever watched a horror movie? I didn't think about it like that. It's just I already almost lost you on this island. I know. I'm okay. I'm here. He takes your hand in his. We'll stick together from here on out. Suddenly you hear someone's calling your name. Marie! That sounds like Tessa. You turn to look at the water and see Tessa, Diane, Blake, Carter, Mira approaching the shore in a rowboat. Shit! Marie, James, Tessa, Diane. Tessa jumps out of the boat and runs to you. You throw your arms around your sister. I can't believe you're really here. Either I'm screaming like lifelike, mirage, or we saw your flare from a couple miles. James clasps onto Tessa's shoulder. Good to see you, Tessa. I get that a lot. Mira, Blake, and Mira climb out of the boat and start pulling further to shore, with Diane and Carter still inside. I could get used to this kind of treatment. Out now! He leaps out into the water. Don't be jelly, peanut butter. Blake rolls his eyes at the two of them. I need a vacation. Diane stands up to the boat with a striker in her arms. Hmm. We've definitely patched up your rowboat, Marine. That's our boat. We're wondering what happened to it. Tessa rushes to Diane to the side to help her out of the boat. Be careful, Diane. You can't be climbing all over the place while you're pregnant. Tessa! Oops, sorry, Diane. You turn to your cousin. You're pregnant? How did this happen? That's wonderful. Well, when a man and a woman have... Ew, no, Diane, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean. Don't ask stupid questions if you're not prepared to hear an answer. Anyone? There's a plenty of time to ask Diane about her pregnant personal life later. No, there won't. Let's get back to search the rescue before it becomes Swiss Family Robinson. Who else is here in the island with you? No one, it's just us. Wait, all of you thrown off the yacht? What about JR? I don't know what happened to him. I was hoping to find someone who did. Diane comes over and shoves Striker in your arms. Take him before he coughs up another hairball on you. I should hold him? You cuddle Striker in your arms. Hey there, little guy. It's good to see you. James walks over to examine the robot. You know, you could make this repair more permanent with a bolt adhesive. I saw somewhere the emergency kit with a flare. He grabs the adhesive from the kit, then goes back to the boat to get to work. You guys have emergency kit? Yeah, it was on our boat and washed up here. Luckily, it had those flares. Wait, if we saw them, that could mean help is on the way. It's better be. If I see another coconut, I'm going to puke. Maybe there's another other than nearby island. We've got to find them and bring them here. Not to kill the mood of the rescue mission, but rowboat isn't quite as spacious as cruise ship. True, if all of us go to find others, we might have enough room to bring another one back. Also, with the flare set off, a few of us should stay here in case help comes. I'll go. I can use my compass and get back here. Plus, my tour guide training has prepared me for this. Chas made sure that I know how to properly search and rescue. I'll go with you. Chaz is out there somewhere else. And so is my mother. The G-Sub is working. The boat is good to go. James unfolds a lifeguard rescue tube from the kit. This may come in handy too. The rest of us will stay here to keep off the light of flare so we can divide the group and each set them off from different sides in the island. Blake, Carter, and Mira can take the north of the island, while James and I can take the south. Tessa helps Diane back into the boat, then hops after her. Wish us luck! Wait! You run off the emergency kit and grab a tiny bowl filled with fig and gather that morning. Take these! Thanks! This looks amazing! As Tessa takes a bowl, Diane hands a few of the glasses bottle in coconut. They spill stockpile at the bottom of the bowl. You might need this. James comes up behind you with a miniature first aid kit and several other supplies, which he gives to Tessa. Hopefully you won't need to use this, but it'll never hurt to be prepared. We're starting to look like a real rescue boat here. Just call me the Coast Guard. You step back from the rowboat. Tessa, make sure everyone gets to the wedding on time. Be safe. Don't do anything reckless. Or hurry, we've got to meet the inheritance deadline. As one of your maids of honor, I'll take this assignment very seriously. Take care of yourself, Tessa, and I manage. I will have enough near-death experience for 1 week. Tessa waves goodbye as Blake pushes the boat into the water. See you soon. As you watch Tessa and Diane sail off, James places his hand on your shoulder. They'll be okay. I hope so. Later that night, you and James roast pig with Blake, Carter, and Rickard. We're not going to get rescued with writing SOS in smoke letters, Carter. I just said we should consider all of our options. Except that Khalees. Why don't you talk about something else? James leans over and whispers in your ear. I doubt they'd notice if we were a god. Striker's mine. You gesture where Striker is and curl up on the sand beside your feet. He's fast asleep. This may be our only chance to escape. Where would you go? I got a glimpse of breathtaking coral reefs when I was searching for firewood earlier. It's only a short walk from here, far enough that we can enjoy a peaceful moment alone, but close enough to be able to hear if anyone needs us. Very tempting. So, should we go and check out the coral reefs? Yeah. What do I want to enjoy a romantic moment together? Yep. You always do. I think we've earned a moment to ourselves. Follow my lead. James stands up, pulling you up to your feet along with him as he raises his voice to be heard over Carter Mirror. We're going to look some of the food. Great idea. We'll need a lot more once the others arrive. Exactly what we were thinking.
You mean if they arrive?
Horror, how could you say that?
You and James hurry away, stifling laughter as you hear the Nomade Staff launching into another round of arguing. You walk with James down the beach and listen to the waves laps gently against the shore.
This is incredible.
I know, it takes the edge of the whole stranded on desert island thing, doesn't it? Speaking of which, what are you most looking forward once we get off of here?
I can't wait. I can't wait to wait to spend a little more time alone with you. Get a juicy burger or marry me.
I know, I can't believe how close the big day is.
You could almost say it feels like we just met.
James threads his finger between yours. Honestly, Marie, even though you came only into my life this past summer, meeting you changes everything.
I know exactly what you mean. It's funny how things changes so quickly. With our wedding so close, I've been wondering, you don't think we're crazy getting married too soon? I mean, even my parents couldn't stay together forever. Maybe inheritance deadline pushing us. What if this is good to be true? I mean, what if the feeling doesn't last?
I understand why you're scared, and I've thought about it too. But I think the strongly we care of each other is a good sign.
Me too. James lets go of your hand and wraps a comforting arm around your waist.
Have a feeling about getting married changes.
When it comes to marriage, I believe love knows no bound. You can make it work. I'm not sure what to believe. Marriage just means two best friends have decided to live together. What we have is special. I could marry you if I didn't feel the way inheritance or no inheritance.
Happy to hear it.
So, how do you feel about marriage? James looks at you thoughtfully.
Well, we can wonder our lives about what might happen tomorrow. All we know is how we feel now. And I know I feel about you, Marie.
I feel the same way.
Nothing could make me happier. I'm glad we're able to talk about this. But there's another reason I brought you here.
Oh, yeah, the reef.
I think it takes your mind all off stress we've been under.
You might be right.
Let's check it out then.
Absolutely. But we should probably take off our clothes. We should get them wet or even dirtier.
I don't know if that's even possible at this point. James grins at you as slowly removes his shirt, teasing you. You follow his lead and you're both in your underwear. How about a race to the water, princess?
You're on, Casanova.
You take your marks and count down together. Ready?
Set?
Go! You let off in the late start and James pulls ahead of you. Before you can catch him, you crash into the wave. You follow into the water and about a second behind.
Well, I guess I wasn't ready.
Don't worry, you'll always be a winner in my heart.
That's sweet and also incredibly cheesy.
I try. You swim a bit and tread water, looking at the amazing view all, all around you. Off at your side, you see colors and shape illuminated by the moonlight.
Is that the reef? We should go in.
After you, you each take a deep breath before plunging below the surface. In the moonlight, the color of the reef shimmers and glistens. Pufferfish and sea urchins crawl along the surface, and vibrant sea moth. Ah, oh. James turns to look at the octopus. While he's distracted, you get an idea.
I should hide behind the coral.
You can't decide what to do, so you just float along James and look at the reef together. Huh, huh. James grabs you by the hand and points a spot nearby. Here, the stony coral looks white and sticky in the moonlight. Huh, huh. You swam into the surface and turn to James.
What do you think happens to it?
I believe it's called bleaching. All over the world, oceans have become too warm for them. Reefs like these are becoming harder and harder to see. Soon, no one may be able to see them at all. You swim back to the shore and James lies in the soft sand above you. The star twinkles and shines.
It's so sad that those colors are suffering. They're so beautiful.
I didn't know you feel so strongly about this.
Of course, I feel so bad for the animals living there, or for our generations. You said yourself that in the future, these kinds of things will be gone. If we have kids, I want to show them the things that we got to see together.
I've thought of that too. I would want them to grow in a total different world from us. Hopefully, there's something we can do to keep corals around.
I'm going to look up as soon as everything settles down.
Sounds like a plan. I'm so glad that I got to show you something you're passionate about.
I think since they're part of the ocean, I feel connected to them. This has been such an amazing journey. I want to preserve every part of it.
I know the feeling. I have plenty of things that are important to me too.
Like what?
Being a prince has its perks. Even I wasn't it wasn't for me. but always got to travel with father to new countries, try new food, and see new places. I would have loved to give that opportunity to kids who are less fortunate than I was.
That's amazing. I love how your nose scrunch up when you're passionate about things.
It doesn't.
It it totally does.
Well, I'm glad you like it because that's not the only thing I'm passionate about.
Oh really? I want to kiss it. Come here.
You bring your face closer to his and kiss James deeply. All tensions of few hours melt away in his embrace. James moves his lips across your jaw and down your neck until all you can think about is him. Marie,
Should I get on top? Let him take the lead.
James rolls back into the sand and hovers you over, pressing his lips against his bare skin on your neck.
James.
You're amazing. You press his body against yours, his bare chest warming your skin.
Oh,
James presses his lips to the spot connecting your neck and your shoulder, lingering. As you move to see James' forehead, you see shouting in the distance. How much firewood do you need? I already have 6, love.
I have 12 lifted with your legs.
You and James look at at other and burst out laughing. Well, I think illusion of alone time has been shattered.
We should probably get back. Wait to be rescued and everything.
Wait, what about the food we promised them?
Well, we can find any.
Better than anything I can come up with?
Promise we'll pick this up later.
Do you even have to ask? You explore the coral with your fiance.
I guess it doesn't.
The good news is, as soon as we're back in civilization, we're gonna be alone for real.
Funny how that works.
Jane helps you up and your hands in your clothes. Better put this back on.
Good idea.
You and James walk back to the rest of the group hand in hand, leaving a beautiful beach and reef behind. Playing as JR. You sit at the campfire and Alana and the rest of the ragtag group. I can't say enough how glad am I to see you safe, JR. You and me both.
Do you think we'll ever be able to leave?
Of course. There's no way this is the end. It can't be. Until he drops a few more twigs over the car.
Oh, stop whining, you two. If you consider this a setback, you don't understand the meaning of fortitude. Hey,
She has a point. For every bad investment I made, I found a way to keep going. Even saving took a dip from the billions to the billions we when someone conducted fraudulent transactions in Honduras. Bartholomew, doesn't that still makes you a millionaire? That sounds pretty.
My dear nephew, you're not listening. This man has been through some very trying times. Aunt Ruthie pats Bartholomew's arms. I'm sympathize with you, dear.
I knew you'd understand.
Elena shakes her head and passes another coconut around me. Fortitude is all well and good, but it's nature to be scared. Don't worry, Daniel and Tina will find our way out of this, promise. You hear the movement behind you and turn to see Chas picking up object off the sand.
What are you doing, Chaz? I'm collecting seashells for Diana. I think this could make a beautiful necklace for her.
Chas, that's so sweet.
I know she's out there somewhere. If you two could find each other, maybe she and I can.
Of course you'll find her. I'm sure she's safe and sound.
Yes, I I hope you're right.
Later that night, as the other leaves to sleep, Elena sits closer to you by the fire. Hey,
Hey, I finally get some quiet time with you, although Aunt Ruthie company has been riveting.
right. Her elbow brushes yours. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask you if you want to walk down the beach with me. I like to go somewhere private and catch up properly. I mean, you glance over your shoulder to hear Chas loudly snorting.
I guess we're still not exactly alone.
Not quite. I know we stranded and all, but doesn't seem like there are any more chores we can do for tonight. The beach is actually incredibly beautiful here, so I'm so relieved to see you.
Yeah, have a private moment with Lena. Yep, and I really like to catch up too.
Perfect.
You stand and walk together along the shoreline.
These past few days feels like a dream. I can't believe this is our life now.
Beach paradise aren't up your alley.
Well, not even we're stuck on them indefinitely.
I know how you feel, but don't worry, we'll find our way out here, or we can try to make the most of it now. People have got to come looking for us at some point, right? I'm sure you will have to come by.
I hope you're right. I was so worried when I woke up and couldn't find you. I'm surprised you said you were worried about me earlier. You usually don't reveal things like that.
I don't.
Definitely not. I once wandered into a snowstorm to grab a drink for some clients, And you barely said a word when I got back.
I was shy. Plus, you're very self-reliant. But okay, point made.
You've worked side by side with with you for years. I know your routine and habits, but there's always something up here. Luna taps your temple. Huh, that's always a mystery to me. I'm kept out of it somehow.
Oh, this is about my second task?
Not, no, not at all. Everyone deserves privacy. I don't want to push you on that unless you want to tell me. But I want to understand how you work. I want to get to the heart of it.
The heart of what?
Why you're so guarded all the time? There must be a reason. This is something you feel like you can talk to me about?
Elena? It's because I'm afraid of losing people or what there's to tell. You open up to Elena. It goes back of losing my parents and then my grandparents. What's the point if people are just going to leave? It's better not to be close, and I kept everyone at distance. Besides, it's easy to cover things up with a joke. And then this whole situation with the storm happened, and I wasn't so scared for you. And I was afraid of how scared I was. I had I hadn't cared like that in a long time.
Oh, JR. Elena reaches your hand and gives you a squeeze. I'm here for you. You walk closer to the water and sit down on the sand.
Anyway, this being intimate business, it's something I'll have to work on for a while, but I've learned more about what truly matters.
What do you mean?
I love you or life is short. We have cherished every second.
You confess your feelings to Elena.
I mean it. And if opening up this important to you, I promise I'll prioritize that.
JR.
You've been right by my side since the beginning, putting up with me, being on my team.
And putting up with you.
I already said that.
I know. Just thought it add in again a good measure. What
Very
matters?
fun.
Elena placed her hands on her side of your face. What matters is I love you too, JR.
I can't imagine surviving this island without you, Elena.
You won't have to. I'll be with you.
I should kiss Elena?
You bring your mouth to her, feeling the shiver as you encircle your arms around her. Oh, JR.
I feel I haven't seen you in so long.
Come here then. You fall back on the sand together. You top of Elena. You see her gentle along the collarbone.
Elena? Elena whispered to your ears. JR, I want you. Here, right here. She tugs slightly at your jacket. Take this off. Take off my jacket? Yes, ma'am. Your wish is my command. In that case, her hands creep up under your shirt. This shirt goes with it too. Ooh. If you say so. You take off your jacket and your shirt. Elena's hands wander up to your abdomen. That tickles a little. Shh. Elena pushes you down and gets to the top, her knees on either side of you. You caress her thighs, moving your hand slowly upward. There! You unzip her dress and pulling it over to her head, tossing it away across the sand. There! You sit up, try to kiss her, but she pushes you back onto the sand. It's my turn to be boss. Oh, really? I like the sound of that. You have showed me what do you mean. I thought you would. Elena reaches unbuckle your pants and tugs them off of you. She holds your arms above your head and intertwines her fingers with yours as she moves above you. Elena? The tide laps at your legs and embrace each other. You move your hand to hold her hips as the tide creeps higher around you. Helena handles get tangled your hair as she grips you to her, her voice breathless. She moves as you move, finds your rhythm together. Yes. As you both reach the edge, you hold her close to you. Helena? After a moment, you pull back and stare to her eyes. Oh. You visited the paradise with Elena. You're so beautiful, Elena. She places a finger on your lips. Shh. Let's go again.